The blizzard howls outside my window. It drowns out everything except the scrape of my knife against wood. Snow piles high against the cabin walls. The cold seeps through the cracks no matter how I try to seal them. "Almost done," I say. Lena sits by the fire, her small hands clutching a cup of tea. She watches the wood take shape under my fingers. A wolf emerges from the block, its face fierce but kind. She smiles. Her approval means everything. The wind picks up. The windows shake. Night falls fast this deep in the northern forest. I carve because we need the money. I carve because I can sell these in the village once the snow melts. I carve because it keeps my hands busy and my mind quiet. Mostly, I carve for Lena. Her voice disappeared the night our parents died. 3 years of silence. I would cut away the whole forest if it meant hearing her laugh again. The fire crackles. Shadows dance across the walls. "Time for bed soon," I tell her. Lena nods, but doesn't move. Her eyes stay fixed on the window. She tilts her head. Her brow furrows. "What is it?" I ask. She points. I stop carving. I listen. A roar tears through the night. Deep. Pained. Not a bear. Not a wolf. Nothing I've ever heard in these woods. Lena's eyes widen. Fear tightens my chest. "Stay inside," I say. I move to the window. The storm erases everything beyond our small circle of light. White blurs into black. The world narrows to wind and snow and darkness. The roar comes again. Closer now. Something moves through the trees. "It's just the storm," I say. Lena shakes her head. She knows better. She always knows. I grab the hunting knife from beside the door. Father's knife. Too big for my hands, but sharp enough to matter. The sound stops. The forest falls silent. "See? Nothing to—" The cabin shakes. Something massive crashes against our door. Wood splinters. The bar across the entrance groans under the weight. Lena jumps up. She runs to me. Her small hand finds mine. Another crash. The doorframe cracks. "Hide!" I whisper. I push her toward the back room. "Now!" She resists. Her eyes plead. She won't leave me. "I'll be fine," I lie. "Go." The door bursts open. Snow and wind rush in. My knife rises. My breath stops. A massive white lion collapses on our threshold. Blood stains its pale fur. Its sides heave with labored breaths. It's dying. Lena peeks around me. Her gasp is soundless. I should close the door. I should push this beast back into the storm. I should protect my sister from whatever danger followed it here. Instead, I kneel beside it. Its fur glistens silver in the firelight. Blood pools beneath its massive paw. A wound gapes at its side. Claw marks. Something hunted this creature. I touch its mane. The lion doesn't move. "You're hurt," I say stupidly. Its eyes flicker open. Silver. Intelligent. Human. My breath catches. Something shifts in the air between us. Lena steps forward. She touches the lion's face. I try to pull her back, but she shakes her head. She strokes its fur. The beast makes a sound. Almost a purr. "We can't keep it," I say. Lena looks at me. Her eyes fill with tears. She points at the storm, then back at the lion. I understand. The forest taught us cruelty. It taught us survival. But my sister never learned to turn away from suffering. Perhaps I haven't either. Fine, just until the storm passes. I drag the creature inside. Its weight nearly breaks my back. Blood smears across the floor. I close the door against the howling wind. The lion breathes shallowly. Death hovers close. I heat water. I find bandages. I clean the wounds as best I can. "You'll live," I whisper. My hands shake against its fur. "Please live." Silver eyes flicker open. They find mine. They hold me. The world stops. The cabin disappears. There is only me and those eyes that know too much. Then darkness claims the beast again. I work through the night. The wounds are deep. Something with terrible claws wanted this creature dead. I stitch where I can. I bandage the rest. Lena brings water. She strokes the lion's head. It responds to her touch. It understands us, I say. The sky darkens. Snow builds outside. We are trapped. I doze beside the beast. My dreams fill with silver eyes and dark forests. I wake to find Lena curled against the lion's side. Its massive paw rests protectively over her small body. My heart stops. I reach for her. The ceiling creaks. Snow and ice shift above. A piece breaks free. It falls toward Lena. The lion moves faster than I thought possible. It shields her with its body. The debris crashes against its back. It growls softly but doesn't move away from her. "You protected her," I whisper. It turns those silver eyes on me. Intelligence shines there. And something more. Something I can't name. Morning comes slowly. The storm lessens. Light filters through the windows. I check the lion's wounds. They look better. Something impossible happens before my eyes. The cuts shrink. The flesh knits together. No animal heals this fast. "What are you?" Faint markings appear on its fur. Glowing runes that shimmer and fade. Magic. Real magic in my cabin. Horns echo in the distance. A hunting party. Lena's eyes widen. She grabs my arm. The lion struggles to its feet. It sways. Its teeth bare in a silent snarl. It faces the door. The horns sound again. Closer. "They're hunting you," I realize. The lion's eyes find mine. It nods. Actually nods. "You need to hide." I open the cellar door. The space is small, barely large enough for food stores. The lion hesitates. "Please," I say. "I'll send them away." It limps down the stairs. Lena follows. I stop her. "Stay with me," I say. "Look normal." I close the cellar door. I straighten my clothes. I wipe blood from the floor. The horns blare just outside our clearing. Horses snort. Men shout. Weapons clang. A fist pounds on the door. "Open up! King's Guard!" I smooth my hair. I open the door. 5 men stand in the snow. They wear black armor with silver wolves emblazoned on their chests. The Alpha King's men. The ruler of the Northern Territories never sends his personal guard unless something matters greatly. "Yes?" I ask. The leader steps forward. His eyes scan the cabin. They linger on the blood I missed. "We hunt a beast," he says. "A white lion that stole the Alpha King's son." My heart pounds. I haven't seen any lions. "The tracks lead here. The storm covered everything last night. I saw nothing." He studies my face. He doesn't believe me. "The king himself rides north," he says. "He will want to search everywhere. His son was taken 3 days ago." I nod. "I wish you luck finding the child." "The beast is dangerous. It killed 3 guards." I think of silver eyes and gentle paws protecting Lena. I think of intelligence and magic. If I see anything, I'll signal. They leave reluctantly. The leader's eyes promise return. I close the door. My hands shake. Lena emerges from hiding. She points at the cellar. "Not yet," I say. "They might be watching." The day passes slowly. I carve to steady my nerves. Lena draws pictures of a white lion. I hide them in the fire. Night falls. The storm returns with renewed fury. I open the cellar. The lion climbs the stairs. It moves better now. The wounds have nearly closed. It settles beside the fire. Its eyes never leave the door. "They said you stole a child," I say. "The king's son." The lion makes no response. It lowers its head to its paws. Lena sits beside it. She strokes its fur. She shows it her drawings, new ones she kept hidden from me. The lion nuzzles her hand. I feel an eerie calm near the creature. Despite everything, I trust it. I don't understand why. "We can't keep you," I tell it. When the storm breaks, you must go. A powerful howl cuts through the wind. Not wolf, not animal, something else. The lion stiffens. Its fur rises. It stands protectively in front of Lena. The howl comes again. Closer. Much closer. The door slams open. Snow swirls in. A tall man steps through the entrance. He fills the cabin with his presence. Black fur lines his cloak. His eyes burn amber in the firelight. His face could have been carved from stone. All hard angles and cold beauty. A silver crown of wolf's teeth rests on his dark hair. The Alpha King himself. Thorn Alaric. Fear freezes me in place. Stories of his cruelty reach even our isolated cabin. They say he fights like 10 men. They say he killed his own father for the throne. They say he feels nothing since his mate died. His scent fills the room, frost and blood and power. His eyes find me. They narrow. Where is it? His voice rumbles like distant thunder. I step in front of Lena. My king, we have nothing of value here. The beast, he says. The lion. It came here. I swallow. No one has come through the storm. He crosses the room in 3 strides. His hand wraps around my throat. Not squeezing, just holding. A threat. Do not lie to me. His voice softens. That makes it worse. I can smell it. Lena whimpers. The sound draws his attention. His hand falls away from me. A child, he says. His eyes show the first emotion. Pain. Is she yours? My sister. Please leave her out of this. His gaze returns to me. The cellar. Open it. I think of denial. I think of refusal. I think of the knife within reach. Not even for a king, I say. Something changes in his expression. Surprise? Perhaps respect. Before he can respond, the cellar door crashes open. The white lion emerges. It stands tall now, healed, powerful. Its silver eyes lock with the king's amber ones. The air between them shimmers. Magic pulses. The lion's form blurs. It shifts. Bones crack. Fur recedes. The transformation happens in seconds. Where the beast stood, a small boy appears. Pale hair, silver eyes. No more than 8 years old. The prince. Father, the boy whispers. The king freezes. Rowan. The child steps forward. The king doesn't move. The moment shatters. The door bursts open again. Men in ragged furs surge inside. Not the king's guard. Their eyes glow red. Rogues. The cursed air, one shouts. Everything happens at once. The king moves with inhuman speed. His hands become claws. His teeth sharpen. He tears through the first attackers. I grab Lena and Rowan. I pull them behind me. I reach for father's knife. A rogue lunges for us. The king appears between us. His claws rip through the attacker's throat. Blood sprays across the walls. More rogues pour in. The king fights like a demon. Bodies fall. The cabin fills with death. I shield the children's eyes. I pray for it to end. Silence falls suddenly. The king stands amid the carnage. His clothes are torn. Blood drips from his hands. None of it is his. His eyes find mine. The amber has consumed the whites. Beast eyes. You hid my son, he says. You lied to my guards. I can't speak. Fear chokes me. You saved him. His voice changes, softens. Why? He was hurt, I say. I couldn't turn him away. Something flickers in those inhuman eyes. Something almost human. He turns to his son. He kneels. His hand hovers over the boy's head but doesn't touch him. The curse, the king says. It still holds you. Rowan nods. But I changed back because of her. He points at me. She made me human again. The king's gaze returns to me. It weighs me, measures me. More will come, he says. The rogues want my son. They want the throne. You're not safe here now. I pull Lena closer. We'll manage. No. His voice hardens. You're coming with me. We don't belong in your world. You saved my son. You're already part of it. He stands. His height makes the cabin seem small. Pack what matters, he says. We leave now. It's not a request. I know better than to refuse an alpha king twice in one day. I gather our few treasures: clothes, father's knife, my carving tools. Lena takes her drawings and a wooden wolf I made her last winter. The king waits impatiently. Rowan stays close to him but keeps looking back at me. His silver eyes hold mine. They ask for trust I'm not sure I can give. The king lifts Rowan into his arms. The boy nestles against his chest. Ready? The king asks. His voice is rough. I nod. I take Lena's hand. We step into the storm together. His carriage waits outside. Black wood and silver fittings. 4 massive horses stamp in the snow. The king helps us inside. The interior is warm. Furs line the seats. As we pull away, I look back at our cabin. The only home Lena has known since our parents died. The only safe place in my world. Now we travel with the most dangerous man in the Northern Territories. A king with blood on his hands and ice in his eyes. I don't know what waits at his fortress. I don't know if we'll ever return. The carriage moves through the snow. The king sits across from us. His eyes never leave my face. Rowan falls asleep in my lap. Lena holds my hand, her face pressed against my arm. Thank you, the king says suddenly. The words sound foreign on his tongue. I look up. For what? For saving him when I couldn't. Our eyes meet. His are amber again. Human. Tired. I didn't do it for you, I say. I know. A ghost of a smile touches his lips. That's why it matters. The silence stretches between us. The carriage moves through the storm, toward whatever future waits for us in the Alpha King's domain. I feel his eyes on me. I feel the weight of what I've done. I saved a prince. I defied a king. I left everything behind. And somehow, I know nothing will ever be the same again. The storm rages on, but I feel something else now. Something I haven't felt in years. Hope. The carriage rocks through the snow. The storm eases as we travel. Lena sleeps against my shoulder. Rowan curls in my lap. His silver hair shines in the dim light. I avoid the king's gaze. His presence fills the small space. His power presses against my skin. Hours pass in silence. I watch the landscape change. Forest thins. Mountains rise ahead. We approach the citadel, the king says. His voice is low. My son must shift back before we arrive. I look down at Rowan, his face peaceful in sleep. Why? I ask. No one knows he can become human again. His eyes darken. They believe he's lost to the curse. Who cursed him? The king's jaw tightens. A witch who wanted revenge. For what? For justice I delivered. His words cut like ice. Ask no more questions. I stroke Rowan's hair. He stirs. His eyes open, silver catching the light. Astrid? He whispers. My heart tightens at his small voice. I'm here. We're going home, he says. He smiles. You'll like it there. The king watches us. Something shifts in his expression. Something almost soft. Rowan, he says, you must change before we arrive. The boy nods. He sits up. His face scrunches in concentration. The transformation begins again. Bones crack. Skin ripples. Fur sprouts. The magic fills the carriage with light. Lena wakes. Her eyes widen. She watches in wonder as the boy becomes a lion cub. The white lion nuzzles my hand. His silver eyes hold the same intelligence. He remembers everything, the king says, in both forms. The lion cub settles between Lena and me. She strokes his fur. He purrs. Why hide him? I ask. The rogues believe they can break the curse and control him. The king's eyes flash. They would use him against me. And what will you do with us? His gaze meets mine. Keep you safe. For how long? Until the road's clear. He doesn't blink. Until I know you can be trusted. I don't believe him. I say nothing. Lights appear through the falling snow. Towering walls rise ahead. The citadel of wolves, the king's fortress. The carriage stops at massive iron gates. Guards call out. The king responds. His voice changes. It becomes command itself. Prepare chambers for our guests, he orders. Tell no one of their arrival. The gates open. We enter a courtyard of stone and ice. Torches burn despite the snow. Guards stand at attention. Their eyes follow our carriage. The king helps us down. His hand brushes mine. Warmth spreads from the touch. I pull away. Lena stays close, her eyes wide at the sights. The cub walks beside her. We enter the fortress. Halls of stone stretch before us. Fires burn in massive hearths. Servants bow as we pass. They whisper behind their hands. The woodcarver. The king brought her. A child, too. I straighten my spine. I hold Lena's hand tighter. The king leads us to a tower. We climb winding stairs. The cub bounds ahead. These will be your quarters, he says. He opens a heavy door. The room beyond is larger than our entire cabin. A fire burns in the hearth. Furs cover the floors. A massive bed dominates one wall. A second door opens to a smaller room. A child's bed waits there. For your sister, the king says. I enter cautiously. Why such luxury for prisoners? You are not prisoners. His voice sharpens. You are under my protection. Then we're free to leave when we choose? His silence answers me. As I thought, I say. The roads won't clear for weeks, he says. When they do, we'll discuss your departure. He turns to leave. The cub whines. It presses against my legs. Rowan stays with me, the king says. The cub growls softly. He doesn't move. He seems to disagree, I say. The king's jaw tightens. He is confused. He seems perfectly clear. Our eyes lock. The air between us crackles with tension. A man appears in the doorway, tall, hard-faced, a silver wolf emblazoned on his chest. My king, he says. The council awaits. The king nods. I'll return shortly. He looks at me. Rest. Food will come. He leaves. The other man lingers. His eyes narrow at me. I am Kyle, he says. The king's beta. I say nothing. The king has never brought strangers to the citadel, he continues. Especially not humans. We'll be gone when the road's clear. His eyes flick to the cub. Perhaps. He steps closer. If you harm the prince or betray the king's trust, I will kill you myself. I meet his gaze. I saved the prince when your guards couldn't. Something flashes in his eyes. Surprise, perhaps grudging respect. The king sees something in you, he says. Don't disappoint him. He leaves. The door closes. I exhale. Lena tugs my sleeve. Her eyes question me. We're safe, I tell her. For now. She points at the cub. He jumps onto the bed. He circles 3 times and settles into the furs. He stays with us tonight, I say. I explore the rooms. A bath waits in a copper tub. Clean clothes hang in a wardrobe. Food sits on a table. Bread, cheese, meat, fruit. More than we eat in a week. Lena eats hungrily. The cub watches us. His silver eyes follow our movements. Night falls fully. Servants bring more food. They stare openly at us. I bathe Lena. I wash the forest from her hair. I dress her in soft clothes fit for a princess. She touches the fabric in wonder. I bathe next. The hot water soothes aches I didn't know I had. I scrub the blood from beneath my nails. I wash the fear from my skin. Clean clothes feel strange against my body. Too soft. Too fine. Lena falls asleep quickly. The cub curls beside her. I sit by the fire. I think of our cabin. I wonder if we'll ever see it again. A knock sounds. The door opens. The king enters. He's changed his clothes. Black fabric, silver embroidery. The crown gone from his head. He looks younger without it. Still dangerous. "You didn't come to dinner," he says. "We weren't invited. All in my household are welcome at my table. We are not your household." His eyes narrow. "You are under my roof. You will join us tomorrow." I stand. "We're not used to company." He steps closer. His height forces me to look up. His scent surrounds me. Pine and frost and something wild. "My people talk," he says. "They wonder why I brought you here." "And what do you tell them?" "That you saved the prince. The prince who supposedly can't become human?" His jaw tightens. "Few know the truth of the curse." "Why tell me?" "Because Rowan trusts you." His voice softens. "He calls you Mama Astrid." Heat rises in my cheeks. "I only did what anyone would do." "No." His eyes hold mine. "What you did was extraordinary." Something shifts between us. The air feels too thin. "I should check on Lena," I say. He nods. "Tomorrow, you will join us for meals." "Is that an order, my king?" A ghost of a smile touches his lips. "Consider it a request." He leaves. The door closes. I breathe again. Days pass. We settle into a routine. Meals in our rooms. Walks in the enclosed garden when weather permits. The cub always with us. Guards always watching. I refuse the royal table. The king doesn't push. Instead, he sends more food, more clothes, books for Lena. On the 5th day, Kale comes, his face grim. "The king requests your presence," he says. "Now." I follow him through winding halls. The cub trots beside me. Lena holds my hand. We enter a massive chamber. A table dominates the center. Maps spread across its surface. Men argue around it. They fall silent at our entrance. The king stands at the head, his crown back in place, his face carved from stone. "Leave us," he says. The men bow, they file out. Their eyes linger on me, on Lena, on the cub. The door closes. Silence falls. "You've refused every invitation," the king says. I didn't realize they were invitations. His jaw works. "You are difficult." I say nothing. "Sit," he says. He gestures to the chairs. I hesitate. Then I lead Lena to the table. The cub jumps onto a chair. I take another. The king sits. He dismisses the guards with a wave. They leave reluctantly. Servants bring food. They set it before us. They pour wine. They leave when the king nods. We sit in silence. I wait for him to speak. "Eat," he says. I serve Lena first. Then myself. I don't touch the wine. The king watches us. The cub watches the king. "Why did you dismiss your council?" I ask. "They speak of war," he says. "Of enemies gathering. Not fit conversation for a meal. Even kings must eat. Kings eat alone." I meet his gaze. "Then why are we here?" He doesn't answer immediately. He sips his wine. His eyes never leave my face. "Rowan is happier when you're near," he says finally. "He sleeps without nightmares." I glance at the cub. He should be with his father. I don't know how to comfort him. The words sound torn from him. I never did. The admission surprises me. This powerful man confessing weakness. "Children need consistency," I say. "They need to feel safe. Safety is an illusion, not to a child." Our eyes lock. Something passes between us. Understanding, perhaps. Lena makes a small sound. We both turn. She's smiling. Actually smiling. She points at a sweet pastry on the table. "She can have it," the king says. I pass it to her. Her smile grows. A small giggle escapes her lips. The sound freezes us both. Lena hasn't made a sound in 3 years. The king's eyes widen. He looks at Lena, then at me. His expression softens. I realize I'm smiling back at him. I can't help it. We finish the meal in silence. Not uncomfortable now, almost peaceful. As we leave, the king stops me. "Tomorrow," he says, "come again." It's not an order this time. I know the difference now. "We will," I say. Days blur into weeks. Winter deepens outside the citadel walls. We join the king for private meals. Sometimes we walk the covered gardens together. The guards grow used to our presence. The servants stop staring. Kyle still watches us with suspicion, but he no longer threatens. Lena makes more sounds, small giggles, soft hums. Not words yet, but music after years of silence. The king notices everything. His eyes follow her progress. He brings her gifts, colored inks, soft paper, a wooden flute. "You're kind to her," I say one evening. We stand on the northern balcony. The kingdom spreads below us. Snow and ice and distant mountains. "Children deserve kindness," he says. "Even the children of strangers?" His eyes find mine. "You are not strangers anymore." My heart beats faster. I look away. "Tell me about the curse," I say. He's silent so long I think he won't answer. "My mate died 6 years ago," he says finally. "Murdered by rogues." Pain colors his voice. I don't interrupt. "Rowan was 2, he continues. "I hunted the killers. I executed them all. The last was brother to a witch." The wind picks up. It carries the scent of snow. "She cursed my bloodline," he says. "She trapped Rowan between forms. Lion by day, boy by night, never stable, never safe." "Where is she now?" "Dead." His voice flattens. "Or so I believed." I think of Rowan, of his silver eyes, of his gentle heart. "He shifts at will now," I say, "since he met us." "Yes." The king turns to me. "You've done something no healer could." "I did nothing special." "You showed mercy," he says, "to a beast that might have killed you." Our eyes meet. Something shifts between us. Something warm. "You're not alone anymore," I say softly. His breath catches. He steps closer. A guard appears at the doorway. "My king!" The moment breaks. The king turns. "Speak." "A messenger from the eastern border," the guard says. "Varys gathers rogues." The king's face hardens. His warmth vanishes. He becomes the ruler again, cold, distant, protected. "Prepare the council chamber," he orders. The guard bows. He leaves. The king turns back to me. "Return to your rooms." "What's happening?" "Nothing that concerns you." The distance hurts more than it should. "As you wish, my king." I turn to leave. His hand catches my arm. His touch burns through the fabric. "Astrid." My name sounds different on his lips. "Stay with Rowan. Keep him safe." I nod. "I will." He releases me. I feel the imprint of his fingers long after he's gone. That night, Rowan wakes screaming. He shifts between forms, boy to lion to boy, his silver eyes wild with terror. "Black-clawed wolves," he cries. "They're coming." I hold him. I rock him. I whisper soothing words. The door bursts open. The king stands there. His eyes glow amber in the darkness. His body tense with battle readiness. He sees us. He approaches slowly. He kneels beside the bed. "No one will touch you," he promises. His voice gentle yet fierce. "I will destroy anyone who tries." Rowan reaches for him. The king hesitates, then gathers his son in his arms. The boy clings to him. I move to leave, to give them privacy. "Stay," the king says. I settle beside them. Lena joins us. The four of us sit together in the darkness. Something shifts in that moment, something fundamental. We become more than strangers, more than reluctant allies. We become something I have no name for. Dawn breaks. A horn sounds from the wall. The king tenses. "Stay here," he orders. "Lock the door." He leaves. His footsteps echo down the hall. I obey. I bolt the door. I gather the children close. Hours pass. Shouts echo from distant walls. Metal clashes against metal. The fortress stirs like a waking beast. A knock sounds. Kyle's voice calls through the door. "The fortress is under attack," he says. "The king orders you to the inner chambers." I open the door. Kyle stands with 4 guards. His armor bears fresh scratches. "Quickly," he says. We follow him through winding passages. Downward, deeper into the mountain. Stone surrounds us. No windows. No light except torches. "What's happening?" I ask. "Varys attacked at dawn," Kale says. "His rogues breached the outer wall." Fear tightens my chest. "And the king?" "Fights to protect what's his." Kale's eyes narrow, as he always does. We enter a chamber deep within the mountain. Heavy doors close behind us. Guards take position outside. "Wait here," Kale says. I return to the king's side. Hours pass. Lena sleeps fitfully. Rowan paces, sometimes as a boy, sometimes as a lion. I watch the door. I listen for sounds of battle. The doors finally open. The king enters, his armor dented. Blood covers his hands, his face, his cloak torn. "The attack is repelled," he says, his voice hoarse. Relief floods me. Then I notice the gash across his chest, the way he favors his left side. "You're hurt," I say. "It's nothing." I cross to him. "Let me see." He stiffens. I said it's nothing. And I say you're bleeding on my floor. Something flickers in his eyes. Surprise. Perhaps amusement. "Kyle," he says. "Leave us." Kyle hesitates. "My king?" "Now." Kyle bows. He leaves. The guards follow. "Sit," I tell the king. Remarkably, he obeys. He sinks into a chair. His breath hisses between his teeth. I find water, clean cloths. I return to his side. "Remove your armor," I say. He raises an eyebrow. "You're giving orders now?" "I'm trying to help you." He works at the buckles, his movements stiff. I help him remove the heavy plates. The shirt beneath is torn, bloody. I ease it over his head. His chest bears scars, old battles mapped across his skin. The new wound gapes at his side. I clean it carefully. He watches me. His eyes never leave my face. "Why did they attack?" I ask. "Varys wants the throne," he says. "He believes taking Rowan will give him power." "The curse makes him valuable." "Yes." His voice tightens. "My son suffers because of my enemies." I finish cleaning the wound. It's deep, but clean. It will heal. "You need stitches," I say. I heal quickly. Not quickly enough. I find a needle. Thread. I've mended enough hunting wounds to know what to do. His muscles tense as I work. His breath controls against the pain. His eyes stay fixed on me. I finish. I wrap a bandage around his chest. My hands linger on his skin. He catches my wrist. His fingers circle it completely. His touch gentle despite his strength. "Thank you," he says. Our eyes meet. The air changes between us, thickens. His gaze drops to my lips. I forget to breathe. A cry breaks the moment. Rowan stands at the chamber door, his silver eyes wide. "Father!" He runs forward. He stops short of touching the king. His small hands hover over the bandages. The king releases my wrist. He focuses on his son. "I'm well," he assures him. "It takes more than rogues to fell an alpha king." I step back. I give them space. I find Lena. I hold her close. They'll attack again, the king says later. He's dressed again, his voice steady. Varys lost too many men to try soon, but he'll return. What will you do? Hunt him down. His eyes darken. End this threat permanently. There will always be another threat. He looks at me. Yes, that is the burden of rule. I think of our cabin, of our simple life. I think of the king's endless battles. Come, he says. We return to the upper chambers. As we walk, a commotion rises ahead. Guards drag a woman between them. Her hands bound, her face bloody. The king stops. His body tenses. Mara! The woman looks up. Her eyes widen. My king! I recognize the name, the witch who cursed Rowan. You're supposed to be dead, the king says. She smiles. Blood stains her teeth. Death didn't want me. Take her to the dungeons, he orders. The guards drag her forward. She passes us. Her eyes find me. They widen. Astrid Vale, she says. My blood freezes. How do you know my name? She laughs. Your father helped me curse the royal bloodline. The world stops. My ears ring. Liar, I whisper. Ask the king, she says. Ask him who helped cast the curse that trapped his son. The guards pull her away. Her laughter echoes in the hall. I turn to the king. His face has gone still. His eyes hard. Is it true? I ask. He doesn't answer. He doesn't need to. I see the truth in his eyes. My father would never. Thomas Vale, the king says. Master woodcarver, husband to Elena, father to Astrid and Lena. My heart stops. How do you know this? I know everyone in my territory. His voice hardens. Your father helped the witch. He carved the tokens used in the ritual. No. I shake my head. He wouldn't hurt a child. He did. The king's eyes hold mine, and I executed him for it. The world tilts. Darkness edges my vision. You killed my parents? I executed traitors. His voice softens. I didn't know they had children. I back away from him. My body shakes. Stay away from me. Dear Astrid! You murdered them! Tears burn my eyes. And now you keep us prisoner. I grab Lena. I push past him. I run blindly through the halls. Guards try to stop me. I evade them. I find our chambers. I lock the door. I sink to the floor. Tears come now. Great, racking sobs. Lena holds me. Her small hands pat my hair. Hours pass. Night falls. I don't light candles. I sit in darkness. A knock sounds. I ignore it. Astrid, the king's voice. Open the door. Leave us alone. Please. The word surprises me. Alpha kings don't say please. I rise slowly. I open the door. He stands alone in the hall. No crown, no guards, just a man with tired eyes. May I enter? He asks. I step aside. He walks in. He keeps his distance. I should have told you, he says. I didn't know how. Did you know who I was when you found me? No. He shakes his head. Not until Mara said your name. I want to believe him. I'm not sure I can. Your father was deceived, he says. The witch used him. When he discovered the truth, he tried to warn me. Too late. So you killed him. I sentenced him according to our laws. His voice roughens. I regret many things, Astrid. The pain I caused you and your sister most of all. I look at him. Really look at him. The weight he carries. The grief he hides. The man beneath the crown. What happens now? I ask. That depends on you. He steps closer. I don't blame you for the sins of your father. I can't. Why? Because you saved my son. His voice breaks. You showed mercy when I showed none. His words pierce me. I feel the truth in them. I don't know if I can forgive you, I say. I don't ask for forgiveness. His eyes find mine. I ask for understanding. We stand in silence. The space between us feels both vast and small. Lena approaches. She takes my hand. She reaches for the king's. After a moment's hesitation, he offers it. She places his hand over mine. Her message clear even in silence. Some wounds must heal. I don't blame you, little flame, the king whispers. The endearment breaks something inside me. Tears fall again. He doesn't move to comfort me. He waits. He gives me space to feel, to grieve, to decide. Tomorrow, I say finally. We'll talk tomorrow. He nods. He steps back. Tomorrow. He leaves. The door closes softly. I sink onto the bed. Exhaustion claims me. Too many revelations. Too much pain. As sleep takes me, I think of silver eyes and gentle hands. I think of a king who executes traitors yet bandages a child's knee. I think of a man who carries the weight of a kingdom yet softens at a little girl's smile. I don't know what tomorrow brings. I don't know if I can stay in this fortress of stone and secrets. I don't know if I can forgive the man who orphaned us. But for the first time in years, I want to try. Morning comes too soon. I wake with puffy eyes. A hollow ache fills my chest. Lena sleeps beside me, her face peaceful despite everything. I rise quietly. I dress in the simplest clothes I can find. I stand at the window. The citadel sprawls below. Beyond it, the forest waits. Home. A knock sounds at the door. A servant enters with breakfast. She bows. She leaves without a word. I wake Lena. I help her dress. We eat in silence. Another knock. This one firmer. I open the door. The king stands there. No crown today. Simple clothes. Dark circles under his eyes. May I come in? He asks. I step aside. He enters slowly. He keeps his distance. Did you sleep? He asks. No. I see no reason to lie. Did you? Kings don't need sleep. Men do. His eyes find mine. A ghost of a smile touches his lips. Walk with me, he says. There are things you should see. I hesitate. I look at Lena. Rowan wishes to spend time with her, the king says. Under guard, of course. As if summoned, the boy appears in the doorway. His silver eyes bright. He smiles at Lena. We can make wood carvings, he says. Father found tools for us. Lena looks at me. I nod. She goes to Rowan. They disappear down the hall. Guards follow discreetly. They'll be safe, the king assures me. Will they? I ask. In a fortress that was attacked yesterday? The attackers are dead. His voice hardens. And the breach is sealed. I say nothing. I follow him through the halls. We walk in silence. Servants bow as we pass. Guards stand straighter. The king acknowledges none of them. We climb stairs I haven't seen before. Up and up. The air grows colder. He opens a heavy door. We step onto the highest tower. The wind whips around us. The view stretches forever. Mountains, forests, rivers frozen in winter's grip. My kingdom, the king says. From the northern sea to the Iron Mountains. I look out over the vastness. Why show me this? To help you understand. Understand what? The weight I carry. He turns to me. The decisions I make. I wrap my arms around myself. The cold bites through my clothes. I was 19 when I became king, he says. My father murdered by his own brother. The kingdom divided. Civil war threatened. I listen. I don't interrupt. I hunted my uncle down, he continues. I executed him publicly. I reunited the territories through blood and fire. Is that supposed to impress me? No. His eyes hold mine. It's meant to show you who I am. What I've done to protect my people. Including executing my parents. Yes. He doesn't flinch from the truth. I've made hard choices, choices that haunt me. The wind howls around us. It carries ice and distant howls. I'm leaving, I say. When the road's clear, Lena and I will return to our cabin. His jaw tightens. The rogues know who you are now. They'll hunt you. We survived before. We will again. And if they use you to get to Rowan, to me? I turn away. We are not your responsibility. You became my responsibility the moment you saved my son. His voice softens. The moment you showed him kindness. You can't cage me, I whisper, not even to protect me. He's silent for a long moment. When he speaks, his voice is different. Quieter. I won't force you to stay, he says. When the pass is clear, if you still wish to leave, I'll provide escorts, supplies, protection. I look at him. Why? Because your freedom matters. He steps closer. Because cages break spirits, even golden ones. Something shifts in my chest. Something tight loosens slightly. Thank you, I say. He nods. We stand in silence. The wind settles. The cold seems less bitter. We return to the lower levels. We find the children in a small courtyard. Rowan teaches Lena to carve wood. Their heads bent together over the work. The king watches them. His face softens. I see the father beneath the ruler. He smiles with her, he says. He never smiled before. I watch them work. Lena guides Rowan's hand. He follows her lead. She's teaching him, I say. She hasn't reached out to anyone since our parents died. The king's hand finds mine. Just for a moment. Just a touch. Then it's gone. Perhaps they heal each other, he says. I look up at him. Our eyes meet. Something passes between us. Something I'm afraid to name. Days pass. The fortress settles into uneasy peace. Guards double on the walls. Scouts return with reports of rogue movements. The king spends hours in council. I teach the children to carve in the mornings. We create small animals, wooden soldiers, tiny houses. Rowan shows extraordinary talent. His hands quick and sure. The king joins us when he can. He sits quietly. He watches. Sometimes he offers a suggestion. His presence changes the air in the room. One morning, he brings a block of pale wood. He places it before me. Northern ash, he says, the finest for carving. I touch it, the grain smooth under my fingers. Thank you. He sits beside me, close enough that his arm brushes mine. I feel the heat of him through my sleeve. What will you make? He asks. I don't know yet. I turn the wood in my hands. It will tell me. His brow furrows. The wood speaks to you? In a way. I smile. It shows me what it wants to become. He watches me start. The knife slides through the wood. Curls fall to the floor. Gradually, a form emerges. A wolf. Proud. Protective. Eyes watchful. The king's breath catches. It's beautiful. I work in silence. His eyes follow my hands. The morning passes. When I finish, I hand him the carving. For you. He takes it carefully. His fingers brush mine. Why a wolf? I meet his gaze. Because that's what the wood wanted to be. He smiles. Actually smiles. The expression transforms his face. Makes him younger. Almost carefree. Something shifts inside me. Something warm and frightening. He leaves for council. The carving goes with him. I watch him go. My heart beats too fast. That night, I dream of wolves and lions and kings with amber eyes. I wake restless. Sleep eludes me. I rise. I dress. I leave my chambers. Guards watch but don't stop me. The king's orders, perhaps. I wander the quiet fortress. Torches burn low. Shadows dance on stone walls. I find myself in the great hall. Moonlight streams through high windows. The throne stands empty at the far end, a seat of power carved from ancient wood and iron. Couldn't sleep. I turn. The king stands in the doorway, his hair loose around his shoulders. his chest bare beneath an open robe. "No," I say. He crosses to me, his feet silent on the stone floor. "Neither could I," he says. We stand together in the moonlight, not speaking, not touching, just existing in the same space. "Do you miss it?" he asks. "Miss what?" "Your home, your freedom." I consider the question. I miss the quiet, the simplicity. Not the solitude? I look at him. No, not anymore. Something changes in his eyes. They soften, warm. "The roads will clear soon," he says. "Spring approaches." "Yes." "And you still wish to leave?" I don't answer. I don't know the answer anymore. He steps closer. His scent surrounds me. Pine and night air and man. Astrid. My name sounds different when he says it. Precious. "I won't keep you here against your will." I know. But I want you to stay. The admission costs him. I see it in his eyes. My heart pounds. "Why?" "Because the fortress is brighter with you in it." His voice drops. "Because I am better with you here." He doesn't touch me. He waits. He gives me space to decide. I step back. "I need time." He nods. "Of course." We part in silence. I return to my chambers. I lie awake until dawn. Morning brings new purpose. I find paper, ink. I write a list of everything we need. Food, tools, seeds. Everything to restart our life at the cabin. I'm preparing to leave. I tell myself it's the right choice. I tell myself we don't belong here. I tell myself the king's interest will fade. I don't believe my own lies anymore. A commotion rises in the courtyard. I go to the window. Traders arrive through the gates. Wagons piled high with goods. Guards inspect everything. An opportunity. The traders will return to the villages once their business concludes. They could take us with them. I dress quickly. I find Lena. I explain my plan. "We'll go home," I say. "Back to our cabin." Her face falls. She shakes her head. She points toward Rowan's chambers. "We can't stay," I tell her. "This isn't our place." Tears fill her eyes. She pulls away from me. For the first time, she refuses me. "Lena, please." My voice breaks. "Try to understand." She runs from the room. I follow. She finds Rowan in the garden. She clings to him. Her body shakes with silent sobs. Rowan looks at me, his silver eyes too wise for his age. "You're leaving," he says. It's not a question. We have to. Why? The simple question stops me. Why am I running? From the king? From feelings I don't want to name? From the truth? Because I'm afraid, I admit. Father says fear makes us careful, Rowan says, not cowards, from the mouths of children. Wisdom I didn't want to hear. I kneel beside them. I need to protect Lena. Father protects us all, Rowan says, and you protect Father. I blink. I do what? You make him smile again. Rowan's voice drops to a whisper. He never smiled after Mother died. My heart cracks. Rowan, please don't go. His voice breaks. Please, Mama Astrid. The title undoes me. I gather them both close. I don't make promises I can't keep. I leave them playing. I walk toward the trading courtyard. I'll at least speak to the merchants. I'll keep my options open. The courtyard bustles with activity. Traders display their wares. Guards watch carefully. Servants examine fabrics and spices. I move through the crowd. I study faces. I look for someone trustworthy. A merchant catches my eye. Older, kind face. He sells carved wooden toys. I approach him. Those are lovely. He looks up. Thank you, miss. I touch a small horse. The workmanship excellent. Did you make these? My son and I. He smiles. Are you a carver too? I see it in your hands. I nod. Where do you trade? The southern villages mostly. I'll head there when business concludes here. How soon do you leave? He studies me. Tomorrow, weather permitting. Why do you ask? Before I can answer, a hand grips my arm. Hard. Painful. I turn. A traitor in rough clothes holds me. His eyes flash red for an instant. Rogue. Now, he whispers. More men move through the crowd. They shed their disguises. Weapons appear in their hands. Rogues! A guard shouts. To arms! Chaos erupts. People scatter. Guards rush forward. The rogue drags me toward the gate. I fight. I claw at his hand. I scream. More rogues surround us. They cut down anyone in their path. Blood spatters the stones. Get her out, one shouts. She's the key. I'm lifted, carried, passed through the gate before it can be closed. A horse waits. I'm thrown across it. Ropes bind my wrists. A gag silences my screams. We gallop away from the citadel. Horns blare behind us. Pursuit will come. But will it come in time? Trees blur past. The rogues ride hard. Their leader watches me with hungry eyes. The king's human, he says. Varys will be pleased. Fear claws at my throat. Not for myself. For Lena. For Rowan. For the king who will blame himself. Hours pass. We stop only to change horses. Night falls. We ride on. Dawn breaks as we reach a camp hidden in the mountains. Tents spread across a plateau. Wolves prowl between them. Not true wolves. Shifters who prefer beast form. I'm dragged from the horse. My legs buckle. My body aches. The ropes cut into my skin. A man steps from the largest tent. Tall. Cruel face. Scars cross his cheeks. His eyes glow red in the dim light. Varys, someone says. The alpha rogue. The king's enemy. He approaches me. He circles slowly. His eyes travel over me. So, this is the human who tames beasts, he says, his voice rough as gravel. I expected more. I straighten despite my pain. And I expected someone who didn't hide behind disguises. His hand strikes fast. Pain explodes across my cheek. Blood fills my mouth. You'll learn respect, he says. You'll learn failure, I respond. When the king comes for me. Varys laughs. I count on it. He'll come alone. He'll come in rage. And he'll die for his weakness. What weakness? You. He grips my chin. The great Alpha King, felled by a human female. I spit blood in his face. You know nothing of his strength. His eyes darken. His hand tightens. I'll enjoy breaking you before he arrives. A howl rises in the distance. Long, powerful, filled with rage. The camp stills. Rogues look toward the sound. Fear crosses their faces. The king comes sooner than expected, Varys says. He smiles. Good. He drags me to the center of the camp. He ties me to a post. My back to the mountains, my face toward the forest below. Call to him, Varys orders. Beg for rescue. I press my lips together. I won't be bait. His knife appears at my throat. Call to him, or I'll find the little mute girl next. Rage fills me. Touch my sister, and no power will save you. Call to him. The knife breaks skin. Blood trickles down my neck. I remain silent. I won't help them trap him. Varys snarls. He turns to his men. Prepare for battle. The Alpha King dies today. Rogues move into position. Some shift to wolf form, some ready weapons. They form a circle around me. Bait in the center. The howl comes again. Closer now. Not just one voice. Many. He brings his guard, someone says. Fear colors their voice. Good. Varys smiles. More glory and victory. I test my bonds. The rope holds firm. Blood slicks my wrists. Still I pull. The first attackers burst from the trees. Not the king. His guard. They charge the camp. Wolves and men together. Black armor gleaming in the morning light. Battle erupts around me. Metal clashes. Bodies fall. Blood soaks the ground. I struggle against the post. If I can free myself, I can escape in the chaos. A massive black wolf crashes through the rogues, larger than any I've seen. Its eyes glow amber in the dawn light. The king. He fights like a demon. Rogues fall beneath his claws. His teeth tear through flesh. Nothing stands in his path. Varys sees him coming. He moves to intercept. His body shifts, grows. His wolf form nearly as large as the king's. They clash in the center of the camp, teeth and claws and fury. They roll across the ground. Blood sprays. Growls fill the air. I pull harder at my bonds. The rope frays. My skin tears. Pain means nothing now. The king gains advantage. His teeth close on Varys's throat. The rogue struggles. Claws rake the king's side. Blood flows black in the early light. With a savage twist, the king ends it. Varys falls still. The camp grows quiet as rogues realize their leader is dead. Some flee, some surrender, some fight to the bitter end. The king shifts back to human form. Blood covers his naked body. Wounds gape across his chest. He stands tall despite them. His eyes find mine. Relief floods his face. Then a lone rogue appears behind him, a knife raised, ready to strike. "Behind you!" I scream. He turns, too slow. The blade plunges toward his back. I tear free from the post. I throw myself forward. The knife meant for him slices into my shoulder. Pain explodes through me. The king roars. His hand becomes a claw. It tears through the rogue's chest. The attacker falls. I collapse to my knees. Blood soaks my dress. The world spins. Strong arms catch me. The king holds me against his chest. "Astrid." My name sounds torn from him. "Stay with me." "Lena," I whisper. "Is she safe?" "Yes." His voice breaks. "Everyone is safe. I came for you." My vision darkens at the edges. "You're hurt too." "It doesn't matter." His arms tighten. "Don't you dare die." "Not planning to," I whisper. "Too stubborn." He makes a sound, half laugh, half sob. "Yes, you are." The world fades. His voice follows me into darkness, calling my name, pleading with me to stay. I wake in my chambers at the Citadel. Soft bed beneath me, warm furs covering me. Pain throbs in my shoulder. My body feels heavy. Lena sits beside me, her face tear-stained. When she sees my eyes open, she makes a sound, almost a word. "I'm okay," I whisper. She throws herself against me. Her small body shakes with sobs. I hold her with my good arm. I whisper soothing words. The door opens. Rowan enters, his silver eyes wide with worry. He climbs onto the bed. He takes my hand. "Father hasn't left your side," he says. "This is the first time he's gone to council." "How long was I asleep?" 3 days. Rowan's voice drops. "Father was scared. I've never seen him scared before." My heart tightens. "I'm better now." "Promise?" His eyes fill with tears. "Promise you won't leave us?" The question holds more meaning than he knows. I hesitate. "I promise I won't leave you right now," I say carefully. He seems satisfied. He curls against my side. Lena on my other side. They fall asleep quickly, exhausted from worry. I drift in and out of sleep. Healers come. They change bandages. They give me medicine that tastes of earth and herbs. Night falls. The children are taken to their beds. I lie awake in the darkness. My thoughts spin with all that's happened. The door opens quietly. A tall figure enters. The king. He approaches the bed slowly. He sinks into the chair beside me. "You're awake," he says. His voice rough. I turn my head to see him. Shadows hide his expression. "Yes," I say. "Thanks to you." "No." His hand finds mine on the blanket. "I nearly got you killed. You saved me. After putting you in danger." Bitterness colors his voice. "After making you a target." I squeeze his hand. "I chose to help Rowan. I chose to come to the Citadel. And now you'll choose to leave." Pain edges his words. As you should. I study him in the dim light. Bandages wrap his chest beneath his open shirt. New scars will join the old. What if I choose to stay? I ask softly. His head lifts. His eyes find mine. What? What if Lena and I choose to stay here, with you and Rowan? Hope dawns in his eyes. He tries to suppress it. Why would you? Because running solves nothing. I sit up despite the pain. Because Lena smiles here. Because Rowan needs us. And what about what you need? He asks. Our eyes lock. The air thickens between us. I need to stop being afraid, I say. I need to trust again. And can you trust me? He whispers. After everything? I'm learning to. His hand tightens on mine. Astrid, I don't know what this is between us, I continue. I don't know if it's gratitude or circumstance or something more. But I want to find out. He moves from the chair to the edge of the bed. His hand cups my cheek. It's more, he says. His voice drops. So much more. My breath catches. His amber eyes darken. His gaze drops to my lips. You brought me back, he whispers. From darkness. From emptiness. He leans forward. He stops a breath away. Waiting. Always waiting for me to choose. I close the distance. Our lips meet. Gentle at first. Testing. Learning. Then hunger takes over. His mouth claims mine. His hand slides into my hair. He holds me like something precious. I taste blood and healing and hope. I taste the future. He pulls back first. His forehead rests against mine. His breath comes fast. Stay, he whispers. Be my queen. The title startles me. Thorn? Not for politics, he says quickly. Not for alliance, for this. His hand rests over my heart. For us. Tears fill my eyes. Not from pain now, from something warmer, brighter. The people would never accept a human queen, I say. They'll accept the woman who saved their prince. His thumb traces my cheek. The woman who tamed their king. I didn't tame you. He smiles. You did, with kindness, with courage, with that stubborn heart. I laugh softly. The movement pulls at my wound. I wince. His expression changes instantly. Concern replaces desire. Rest, he says. We have time now. He starts to rise. I catch his hand. Stay, I say, just until I fall asleep. He settles beside me, above the covers, careful of my injury. His arm slides beneath my head. I rest against his chest. His heartbeat strong under my ear. I thought I lost you, he whispers, when you took that knife. You would have done the same for me. Without hesitation, his arms tighten slightly. You changed everything, Astrid Vale. I close my eyes. Sleep tugs at me. Tell me tomorrow. His lips brush my forehead. Tomorrow. And every day after. I drift into dreams, safe in the arms of the Alpha King, a man who found his heart again, a ruler who learned mercy, a father who remembered joy. The curse mark on Rowan's arm fades more each day. The healer says my tears falling on the king's chest began the healing. My touch erased the curse's mark. Love broke what hatred created. Spring arrives, snow melts, the mountain passes clear. I stay. The king and I marry beneath the full moon. Lena stands beside me, Rowan beside his father. Their silver and amber eyes shine with happiness. My queen, the king whispers as he places the crown upon my head. Not a cage. A choice. 6 months pass. Peace settles over the north. The rogue territories join the kingdom willingly. The king rules with firm justice but also with mercy. They say he changed. They say a woodcarver tamed him. I teach the children to carve in the courtyard. Lena speaks now, soft words, growing stronger each day. Rowan shifts between forms at will. The curse's power fades with each full moon. Warm arms wrap around me from behind. The king's scent surrounds me, pine and frost and home. "What are you thinking?" he asks. His lips brush my ear. I lean back against his chest. That I never thought I'd be happy again. "And are you?" His voice holds a trace of the old uncertainty. "Truly happy?" I turn in his arms. I look up into amber eyes that have learned to smile. "Yes," I say simply. "Are you?" More than I believed possible. His hand rests on my stomach. More than I deserve. I cover his hand with mine. Our child grows beneath our joined hands. A new life. A new beginning. "You were worth the storm," I whisper. He smiles, his eyes warm. "You are the storm, Astrid. The one that washed everything clean." The children laugh nearby. The fortress stands strong around us. The northern wind carries the scent of spring. I found home in the most unexpected place. In a fortress of stone. In the arms of a king. In the hearts of children who needed love as much as I did. Sometimes mercy saves more than those who receive it. Sometimes it saves the one who gives it too. The seasons turn. Winter melts into spring. Spring blossoms into summer. Summer fades to autumn. And winter returns again, gentler this time. A year passes since I first found a wounded lion in the snow. A year of healing, of growth, of building something I never thought possible. Recovery came slowly after the battle with Varys. The king's wounds healed faster than mine. His shifter blood closing gashes that would have killed a human. My shoulder ached for months. Sometimes it still does before storms. The northern territories unified under Thorne's rule. The rogues who surrendered received mercy, a concept foreign to them until then. Those who continued to resist were dealt with swiftly. Justice balanced with compassion. The king learning a new way to rule. People whisper that I changed him. They don't understand that he changed himself. He simply needed someone to believe he could. 6 months after the battle, he asked me to be his queen. Not in the quiet of my sick room. Not in the privacy of royal chambers. But before his entire court. Before the nobles who sneered at human weakness. Before the guards who doubted a woodcarver's worth. He knelt. The Alpha King on one knee. The most powerful shifter in the northern territories bowing his head before a human woman. "Astrid Vale," he said. His voice carried through the silent hall. "Will you stand beside me? Rule with me? Build a kingdom of justice and mercy with me?" The court held its breath. Kyle smiled, actually smiled, in the background. Rowan bounced on his toes. Lena squeezed my hand. "Yes," I said. "The simplest answer. The truest. We married beneath the full moon. Shifter tradition. Human simplicity. The ceremony short. The celebration long." Rowan danced with Lena, their laughter the sweetest music. That night, the king, my husband, carried me to the royal chambers, his hands gentle despite his strength, his eyes dark with desire held too long in check. "My queen," he whispered against my skin. My heart. We learned each other slowly, carefully. Then with increasing hunger, his body powerful above mine, his touch reverent, his voice breaking as he said my name. Later, breathless, I traced the scars on his chest. Battle marks, years of fighting, years of pain. "Does it bother you?" he asked, vulnerability in his amber eyes. "The evidence of violence?" "No," I said. "They're part of you. The man who fought to protect his kingdom. The man who survived to become something more." He gathered me close, his heartbeat strong beneath my ear. "I never thought to feel this again," he confessed. "After Lyra died, I closed myself off. I became the crown. Nothing else." "And now?" I asked. His fingers traced my face in the darkness. Now I am whole again. Days settled into peaceful routine. I took my role as queen seriously. I learned shifter laws. I brought human perspective to ancient traditions. I sat beside Thorn in council, my voice equal to his. Some resisted at first, a human queen, an outsider. But Kale supported me publicly, the king's beta standing firm beside his alpha's choice. She took a knife meant for him, Kyle told a dissenting noble. She earned her place through blood and courage. What have you done except inherit your title? The criticism faded. Acceptance grew. Respect followed. Lena blossomed in the citadel. Her voice returned gradually, words halting at first, then flowing more freely. She and Rowan became inseparable, her quiet strength balancing his exuberance. Rowan's curse weakened, the witch's magic broken by something stronger. He could shift at will now, boy to lion and back, no pain, no fear, his silver eyes shining with confidence. The witch Mara remained in the dungeons, not executed despite her crimes, mercy given even to enemies. She helped us understand the curse better, helped us break it completely. Your father didn't know what he carved, she told me during one visit, regret in her voice. He thought they were wedding gifts for the royal family. Why tell me this now? I asked. Because vengeance poisoned me, she said. Don't let it poison you. I forgave her eventually, not for her sake, for mine, for Lena's, for the future we were building. 3 months after our wedding, I discovered I was with child. The healer confirmed what my body had already whispered. A new life, a bridge between worlds, Thorn's face when I told him. I'll never forget it. Joy and fear and wonder all at once. His hand trembled as he placed it over my still flat stomach. A child, he whispered. Our child. Are you happy? I asked. He knelt before me. He pressed his forehead to my belly. Beyond any words I know. The pregnancy progressed smoothly. My body changed, grew rounder. The king watched with fascination, his hands constantly touching, his ear pressed to my stomach to catch the first movements. The heir will be part human, one council member said, disapproval in his tone. The heir will be stronger for it, Thorn replied. His voice left no room for argument. Winter returned as my time grew near. Snow covered the citadel. Fires burned constantly. The fortress prepared for a royal birth. Rowan asked endless questions, his curiosity boundless. Will the baby shift like me? He asked one evening as we sat by the fire. We don't know, Thorn answered honestly, but they will be loved either way. Like Astrid loves me even when I'm a lion? Rowan pressed. Thorn smiled. Exactly like that. The labor began during a snowstorm. Pain woke me in the darkest part of night. Water soaked the sheets. Fear and excitement tangled in my chest. Thorn, I whispered, his name enough to wake him. He knew instantly. He called for the healer. He held my hand through the contractions, his strength anchoring me through the pain. Hours passed. The storm raged outside. A different storm raged within me, my body working to bring new life into the world. You're doing beautifully, the healer assured me. The child comes quickly for a first birth. Thorn never left my side. Not when I screamed, not when I cursed, not when I cried. His face pale with concern, but his voice steady. You are the strongest person I know, he told me between contractions. Stronger than any shifter. Stronger than me. I didn't feel strong. I felt broken open, remade, transformed. With a final push, our daughter entered the world. Her cry fierce despite her tiny size. The healer placed her on my chest. Wet, red-faced, perfect. A princess, the healer announced. Thorn's hand shook as he touched her head. Tears tracked down his face. The mighty Alpha King undone by 7 pounds of new life. She has your eyes, he whispered. She did. Green as the forest, human eyes. But when she cried, her nails sharpened briefly to tiny claws, shifter blood running through her veins. "She's both of us," I said in wonder. "A true bridge." We named her Elena after my mother, a link to the past, a promise for the future, the first of her kind. Human and shifter, princess of both worlds. Word spread through the kingdom. Celebrations erupted. A healthy princess. A new era beginning. Lena and Rowan took their roles as older siblings seriously. They watched over Elena's cradle. They sang her songs. They promised to teach her everything they knew. "I'll show her how to shift," Rowan declared. "I'll teach her to carve," Lena added, her voice soft but clear. Thorn and I exchanged smiles over their heads. Family, created from broken pieces, stronger at the mended places. 1 year after Elena's birth, I stand on the northern balcony. Snow falls gently. The kingdom spreads before me. Peaceful, united, thriving. Arms encircle my waist. Thorn's chest warm against my back. "What are you thinking?" he asks. His voice rumbles through me. "About the day we met," I say. "About how much has changed." His lips brush my neck. "For better?" I turn in his arms. I look up at the face I've come to love. Strong jaw, amber eyes, the stern mouth that now smiles so readily. "For better," I confirm. "In every way." His hand cups my cheek. "The council thinks we should have another child soon." Humor dances in his eyes. "To secure the succession," they say. "And what does the king think?" I ask. "The king thinks his queen is wise enough to decide when our family should grow." I smile. "And the man? What does he think?" His expression softens. "The man thinks he's already been blessed beyond measure. Anything more is pure gift." I rise on tiptoes. I press my lips to his. The kiss deeper than words, sweeter than promises. "I love you," I whisper against his mouth. "My alpha, my king, my thorn. And I love you." His arms tighten. "My salvation, my heart, my queen." A cry rises from inside. Elena waking from her nap. Rowan's voice quickly follows. Lena's gentler tones. Our family calling. Thorn takes my hand. Together we walk inside, toward the noise, toward the chaos, toward the love that fills every corner of the fortress that once stood cold and empty. The woodcarver and the king, the human and the shifter. Unlikely allies become unlikely lovers, becoming something new together, something stronger. "Do you ever regret it?" Thorn asks suddenly, "saving a wounded lion in a snowstorm?" I look up at him, at the man who emerged from beast, at the ruler who learned mercy, at the father who discovered joy. "Never," I say. "You were worth the storm." He smiles, his eyes warm as summer. "You are the storm, Astrid. You changed everything." We continue down the hall, toward our children, toward our future. Together. Sometimes the greatest journeys begin with a single act of kindness. Sometimes the most powerful magic comes from the most human heart, and sometimes love truly is the strongest instinct of all. The end.